Well, we're drilling wheat south of town, and we're right on the highway. You can see Highway 77 right there. Our sprayer wreck was right up there where that white car is, so right here pretty close to where everything happened. And anyway, we're drilling. I did not get this sprayed. I hope I'm doing the right thing. I actually kind of think I am in a way, but you can't see it as we're moving. But that's all hen bit, so it's a broadleaf. It's actually very easily controllable, and just like the other seed that we're planting here that's not wheat, all that can be either killed out. You know, it'll kill it out in March when we or February when we come back over with our herbicide and some fertilizer. So not probably a huge deal, but the biggest thing would be is if I see any cheat or volunteer wheat, and really we're pretty clean from that. The cool thing about where we talked about in the treating video about keeping your soil healthy and keeping roots in the ground. And the really cool thing is, I'm not the best place in the field to show you, but anyway, where we've got these roots in the ground and where the hen bit's at, man, it's just really mellow. It's planting really, really nice. So it's got the ground loosened up for as dry as we've been. There's some really hard places. When you come across a little place that maybe didn't have that and that wasn't, doesn't have the hen bit growing, I mean, you get to the openers on the drill, they start to chatter a little bit more, and so it does make it a lot smoother, or it makes the ground a lot mellower where those roots are at, these plants. So get turned around here. This auto steer is very nice. I was thinking last night, I was planting there at my grandma's house, and a field that my grandpa planted round and round with an open cab tractor and a 16-hole grain drill, and imagine the two fields that I whipped out last night right before I wanted to give up for the day or quit for the day. He was able to, and that was a full half day or maybe a whole day process for them. And it's just crazy the advancements that we've had, in the last 60 to 80 years here. Just being able to push that button there, and then our screen comes up, shows us where we're going, where we've planted. This field's 42 acres, so we're getting pretty close to the end. This is the last of our soft wheat field, or soft wheat, that we're going to plant. So I did dial the drill back just a touch to make sure I have enough. I didn't want to get out here and then run out in the middle of this field with just a little bit left. So you can see the drill in the back. This is our 1990 CCS. This is our grain drill. It's on 10-inch spacings. So as you can see here where we've already planted, each one of those little ridges are 10 inches from each other. So that means when the wheat comes up, it'll be 10 inches apart. All our grain is in that second yellow tank, not that one there. That's for liquid fertilizer, and the one in the back, you see with the black lid, that's where all our grain's at, or all our seed is. So that's where it's at. We got a disc, opener disc. See if I can show you on this side a little bit more. The sunlight's better. It's just cutting a slit in the ground and blows the seed in the trench and puts a little bit of dirt over it. And so that's how the seed goes in, that tube, right? You can kind of see a tube going to that opener. That's just full of wheat seed. The air, there's a big fan back there, and the air is blowing it down and blowing it through that tube. So here's where we planted. I don't mind. You'll see a little bit of wheat on top of the ground every now and then, and I don't mind that. Go right here, and this is that trench that disc blade was cutting. So we'll just dig down. There's a wheat seed there. I like to see it in the ground a little bit more than that, but there's no moisture anywhere, so it's really hard for me to figure out. There we go. There they are. They're on the side, I guess. A little bit like how deep to go, and we're supposed to be getting some moisture coming up pretty soon here. So there's another one there. There you can see them. So they're just, we're in right around an inch deep. I kind of got my finger measured. I know where each joint is. on my finger. But every now and then I like to get out and check and make sure that we're not blowing any on top of the ground or anything. There's all our broadleaf weeds I was telling you about. It's probably doing us some good right now, just giving our little microbes in our soil something to eat on. You think the seed would be easy to find? There's one right there. Anyway, looks like everything's going pretty good here, so we're just gonna probably get back in the tractor and finish up. Before we hop back in the tractor, I'll show you the drill here. I showed you that from the side. We've got the opener blade and the gauge wheel, and so that gauge wheel is what sets our depth. We can move that up and down, and it tells the blade how deep to cut, and that's how deep the seed goes in. Look behind it. This wheel here pulls dirt sideways and covers the seed, and then this drill has I don't use a liquid fertilizer on it, but it does have some we call a seed firmer, and so it just runs through the ground and pushes down on the seed. It is spring loaded, and our seed, corn stalking away there. Let's see here if I can get it. The seed comes out of this tube right there between that disc. That's where our seed's coming out of, and it's just blowing it out on the ground. All our seed is held here in the box, and that fan there will turn. I have it turned off so we can hear on the video, but the seed comes out of the front end. Let's see if you can see up under there. It's hard to see, I guess. Anyway, the seed will go to those tubes, and they go and they start splitting off. Like this particular hose here splits off, and it goes right in there to that row unit and comes out. So let's see here how we're doing with our seed. So we can come up here. This is a yellow box that the seed is still in, so it's gonna come out about right. Appears to be anyway. So we're getting down to the end, and get back in here and see if we can get started. Finish. It's a beautiful day out. It's about 5:30, and the sun just is breaking out for the day. So I didn't know whether we should harvest, strip cotton, or plant wheat. So because it was so damp, we just decided to plant some wheat. Well, folks, we're back. We're drilling a little wheat this afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon. Well, it's like Sunday evening, about 6:03, and trying to get a little bit of work done. A lot of times try to not do much on Sundays, but being that next week looks like it's going to be maybe a total loss. We got some snow coming in, which is really early for us. In fact, we haven't had a freeze yet at all, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and get our snow and our first freeze all at the same time. So we're trying to get a little work done today, and in fact, we need to cut some beans, we need to strip some cotton. It's just been one of those weeks that we've had mist, just like I got the windshield wiper on now. It's starting to maybe turn from mist to a sprinkle, and maybe ice after that here, but it's just been one of those weeks that everything has just not worked for us. I mean, not a lot of mechanical failures, but you wake up every morning with some mist and you don't know whether you need to drag the combine and the cotton stripper out and get it to the field or get to planting wheat, and then you decide, well, you don't know what to do, and you chase your tail, and then by middle of the afternoon the sun pops out and it's just beautiful. So I feel like it's been a very unproductive week, so who knows, but we are going to get some moisture, so very thankful for that. It appears that we do get that, so we'll see how that goes when that finally comes. But that way, in fact, the weather is kind of screwing with our plans a little bit. Dad and I farmed this particular field together, and we really talked about not putting it to wheat, but it was a field that could go to wheat because it doesn't need any dirt work, and we're going to maybe save it to a spring crop. But now that we've had a couple days here that we're just trying to get something done, so we've been running the drill over some acres and rearranging our plan as we go. I know a lot of people don't do that, but a lot of people do. For us, it's just two-man operation. That's just something we got to do. Rearrange the plans as the weather allows us. So, you know, we got a certain amount of acres a week we want to have by the time we're done, and we're going to get there. So, anyway, thought we'd just check in with you today and just show you what's going on. You can see we still got the 1990 hooked up to the 7930, and we're drilling wheat 30 feet at a time. This mist is getting stronger and stronger here, and like I said, we got the windshield wiper on now. We do like to get this field done. We got about that much to the hedgerow left. There's 34 acres in this field, and we've drilled 24 and a half, so about 10 more acres left. Kind of fun. You can't really see the neighbor over there, but enjoy being out here in the country and visiting with our neighbors. It's been fun. We're down here where there's really only us and him, the only people that should be down here in the river bottom, and we've been able to text back and forth and help keep each other company as Saturday afternoon turns into evening. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll put this all together in a video and get her out to you. Thanks. Bye. Last pass. None too soon. It is getting wet. Time to get her in the shed. That's it. Well, we got done. It's time to head her to the house. As you can see, I dropped my phone. It was wet by the time we got her finished, but it's kind of squirrely getting in and out of here, so try to get it done when we're down here. I'm going to go tuck the tractor in now.